wow. It actually missed me for once. Go for the tail when he comes down, everyone. I'll concentrate on... Yeah! There's a meteor. Stay close to it. Go over the head, Pendragon. Get behind the meteors. Come on, Judy, you can do it. Oh my God!
Please don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was
That does not do anything good for me.
It doesn't. Aw.
No.
Just trying to be helpful.
That's not being helpful.
Okay.
So.
I was just like, it was barely right there, like so close. Heal, Pendragon. Oh my god. Oh no. He's after me. Flashbang just in time. Go heal, Loke, quickly. Comets are right behind the Behemoth on my position. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. What? In a second, Matt. I'm in a bad spot. Give me your steady arc. Oh. Oh no. Retreat. Ah, couldn't make it. So sorry, everyone. I got knocked into the other end of the arena and I couldn't make it in time.
Happens.
We can do it, we can do it.
no, I don't want to die again. What? Oh, okay. Sorry, Dad. Oh, no. Heal quickly. Okay, there's a comment. What did we break? I have no idea. there a There's no... Is there... There's none, is there? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. Ah. This is without a doubt the most frustrating thing in the entire game by far. Well, at least I got some sheer claws. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Didn't mean to make you cross with that little, run forest thing right there. Just,
I'm chill, dude. I don't know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, you were like, would you not do that, please? And I was like, oops.
Yeah, I just don't like feeling like someone's telling me what to do, so.
Ah. Yeah,
I'm
understandable.
too stubborn for that.
I respect that. Well, we were so close, but he broke all the comets and we couldn't hide.
Well, technically we did slay it.
Yeah, but we got
yeah.
it didn't really count all the...
No, it didn't, but I mean, I got the limited bounty for it, so I don't really care.
That's nice. Well, I did get some sheer claws out of it, so hopefully that means I can get something. Forge. No, need another sheer claw and another aether, and more bones and an aetherite shard. So I can't do the glaive yet. Well, I can do the legs though. Attack boost, critical boost. What do my legs do? Recovery speed and peak performance. Compared to my... Yeah, I think I'll go and get the Drake and Greaves. That way I can get an attack boost, while the rest of my Valhazak remake keeps the health stuff going. Okay. So, I've never played Dark Souls other than a teensy win of Bloodborne. From what I know, the game is very difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, Dark Souls, the first one, is especially more difficult than the other ones, but
Yeah.
it can have its perks, I suppose. But yeah, it can be incredibly frustrating going through a lot of the areas. So.
What really stuck out to me were the monster designs. Like, a lot of them are just, like, something out of your worst nightmares. Like, stuff I wouldn't have even come up with.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit in Dark Souls, but I guess that's what adds to the lore, I suppose.
Yeah. To me, the gaping dragon is the epitome of WTF, mofo. What am I looking at?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a weird boss. Like, he's not a hard boss in any way. It's just, you just have to avoid, just like one specific attack of his. But to say he's hard, I wouldn't say so. You can actually beat him, like, in your first try if you wanted to.
Okay, so he's one of the easier ones.
It's so
Yeah, I've been...
In a sense. getting to him is the issue, though. That's the problem. I
Yeah.
feel like with Dark Souls, the main issue is not actually the bosses, it's getting through the areas to get to the boss. That, in my opinion, is harder than fighting the bosses themselves.
Yeah, so that they want you to suffer before you really get to the prize. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. That's the frustrating part about Dark Souls.
Yep. And from what little I played of Bloodborne, if there was one thing that personally got to me was how a lot of the enemies just respawn, and they reset up the same traps, hordes of enemies.
Yeah, that's what makes it challenging. Just you can. That's why I always think twice about like going back to Hunter's Dream, because you realize, it was already tough one time to get through this area, and then you have to defeat the enemies all over again. It can be really hard in your very first playthrough. I know I died a bunch of times in the first area alone, so I completely understand.
Yeah. So I set up the quest again. Do you want to try one more time and see how close we get? Or,
I don't know. I think that shit is just exhausting to do.
It is.
Multiple times.
I mean,
I don't know how you've done it, but I personally feel exhausted just trying.
Oh, it is. I've gone after this thing what feels like a dozen times, and not once have I been able to win. And that was the second time I've gotten that, well, counting, well, first, I guess, I don't know if you ever did get to the final arena, but it was, so far, that was twice for me, and with the meteor coming down, and it feels like it's the one little fuck you from the game saying, you didn't play smart. And I do feel robbed when that happens.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm gonna try going after him again and see if anyone else comes up. So if you want, you can do something you want to do, because I want to try to go at him again.
There's not really much I want to do, honestly. I mean, I've pretty much hunted everything in this game. I mean, the only thing that's probably like maybe worth going for is just leveling up more, but I feel like I don't particularly see the point anymore.
Yeah, until the next monsters come up, the main thing I'm trying to do right now is get all the crowns and the guild card trophy, which are both pretty long.
Yeah, those are pretty long, especially the crown, so that it was so annoying to get, honestly.
On the bright side, I have gotten all the crowns for the forest and the desert, well, except for the Black Diablos.
Oh, okay. Which one do you need, the large or the mini one?
For Black Diablos, I need... let me, Hunter notes, there it is. I just need a gold, I just need both a silver and gold small crown.
Nice. So you're pretty close to getting them now.
Yeah. Thank God for those event quests, because going after them one at a time, takes a while. And I think I just have the Paululu left for the Coral Reef, for the Highlands. Yeah, I got tongue-tied. And I think the Radaban for the Hollows. And the Radaban, he's being surprisingly difficult too.
Yeah, Radaban took me a while to get the big crown for, which was really irritating, but I got it from a tempered Radaban quest. I was like, this is like... Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to do tempered as well, both for the crowns as well as for the stream stones, because I really want to augment a lot of my glaives and my whatever weapon suits my fancy. I've really taken a liking to the gun blades. Gun lances.
Gun blades.
I don't know why I said that. I guess Final Fantasy is now on the brain because of this quest line.
I was gonna say, I was like, Gunblade sounds pretty dope.
I'm so used to hearing Gunblade that that's what I think when I mean to say lance.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And which one is your favorite, personally?
I think my favorite gun would probably be Ramazox.
I haven't gotten to him yet. I might try going after his. So far,
his is pretty nice if you have like really good white sharpness, and it has but the magazine jewel, it actually has you have like 4 rounds of explosives, so that's pretty dope.
Nice. The Nergigante has a high Elder Seal, but in my opinion, it has 2. You know, it's just 2 rounds, and it's barely anything. But it makes up in the dragon part, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I always put a magazine jewel, because it allows you to have 1 more explosive boost. So you have 3 instead of 2.
I think my personal favorite at the moment is the Wrathy one.
Oh yeah, that's everyone's favorite. I always see that gun lance being used.
Yeah, high ammo and its poison damage.
Yeah, I have a gun lance for poison, but it was one I got from Tarov, so
Yeah,
that's the one I use personally.
yeah, I kind of want to go after Vol and maybe Basil Goose.
Yeah, I like his. This is nice.
Yeah.
I like Chalice. Chalice is pretty dope as well.
Yeah, has a big lion shield on it. And we're supposed to get an arch-tempered Kushala later this month.
I ain't doing that shit. I
I'm
fucking refuse.
I know.
I'm gonna go after Kitty again. At least I had a decent time with him. I'm not doing arch-tempered Kushala like that.
Yeah, because of those tornadoes.
Well, first of all, I don't like his armor, so I don't particularly care for it. And then he's just annoying to fuck to fight. The only reason I fought him is just because I wanted some of his weapons, like his bow and his gun lance and shit. But apart from that, I have no fun fighting him.
Yeah. He crushed me like a pancake. Ugh. I don't mind Kushala's armor, but fighting him is definitely a chore that I can't agree with.
Yeah, I just don't like. I don't really have fun fighting him. Now Teostra I do have fun fighting, but I don't particularly think I'm going to go after Arch-Tempered Teostra because I don't like his armor either. But
yeah.
Then again, I don't know what stats they're gonna have, so it depends on the stats. I might try, but if it's not to my liking or with something I already have in my other sets, I'm not gonna see the point of going after them.
I'd go after them mostly just to see how they are as an experience and if they're doable, and if so, just grind them for stream stones.
Is it gonna be as annoying as like Balhazak was? Honestly, I dread the feeling because I love Balhazak, but fighting him Arch-Tempered was a fucking pain in the ass.
It was, because he just would not stop spamming his breath over and over again.
I think what really made him annoying for us is the fact that he charges a lot. So you have like more of a chance to get hit by him. It's not like when you do like regular Balhazak. He doesn't charge as much. He's mostly just like every once in a while, but he really is a lot more mobile Arch-Tempered wise. So it's just really annoying because you never feel safe in any closeness to him. Just so irksome.
Yeah, and the miasma. Oh lord, the miasma's even worse.
Yeah, exactly. Like you could have like the best effluvial resistance, even like nullified, but it won't work for shit. So it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, I had to pack in at least 3 miasma gems before I was able to fully take them on.
Yeah, I did that too, but it's like even then it feels like, you know, just being near him is like cutting down your health like so fast gradually. You're like, no.
Yeah. My personal opening strategy was to wait till Odo Garon got near him and then initiate a turf war, so that way they both hurt each other. And then once all the fly clouds have built up, I kablooey. And
Yeah, even then it's risky because then it's like, oh yeah, and after the turf war, it's like Dogron wants to fight you, and then it's like, oh, then Balhazar comes out of nowhere and spams some shit, and then you don't see it, and then you get fucked. So you're like, oh
yeah.
god.
And there were times, even fighting regular Balzac, where I'd be wondering what's hitting him that's coming from above. Took me a while, but eventually I found out about the fangs hanging from the jaw near his cave, and I took heavy advantage of those.
Oh yeah. It's just hard to like position him enough to get the timing right. That's what's irritating.
Yeah, because he's fast and he's not as large as every other Elder Dragon in the game, surprisingly.
He actually is bigger than Teostra and Kushala, though.
Really? Eh.
Yeah. Like, if you look at their weights, he actually is bigger than those two. I was actually surprised because I didn't think he was, but you can kind of tell like Balhazag is a little taller than both of them.
Ah.
Yeah. I was actually surprised, but he's actually the easiest to me of the three, but still.
He is definitely taller. That
Yeah.
not as bulk fat as the other ones, but still.
No. Yeah, but he that makes him seem bigger because of that, which is true. Because I mean, Teostra and Kushala are like more bulky in my opinion than anything else. But then Val is like all slim and tall, so like it creates like a weird image.
And then we got Lunastra with her freaking Diplodocus tail, which just whips you out of the air.
Oh yeah, I mean that shit. It's just irritating.
Oh, she was a frustrating one.
Yeah, but it was a lot easier getting the hang of her than anything else. I mean, it's just like, just when she does her supernova, when she's gonna do her tail swipe, they have to watch out. Everything else is like, okay, I get hit, I can, back off a little and try to heal, but those two attacks will always be like the worst shit possible.
Yep. Okay, I got creamed this last one, so I'm gonna try again, and I just redid my equipment, so hopefully that means I'll be more prepared this time. But yeah, good. Yeah, again, I had been thinking about it before I started up the game, but yeah, that whole loading up on flash bugs with the flash darts is a good tip. Not just from...
Yeah, I mean, I always take flash bugs with me, like, because I know that, I mean, I know 3 flash pods is enough for some monsters, but I always just like to have the backup, because you just never know.
Yeah,
I always take those, and thunder bugs, and god bugs, so like, just in case.
Yeah, it's just, what do the god bugs do for you again, exactly?
You use those if you want to make life powders.
Ah.
So if you mix that with a blue mushroom, they make life powders. That's why I always have blue mushrooms and the god bugs.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I might think of researching the other ones, and the life powders. That's a health one. From the sound of things.
Yeah, it's like it heals your whole squad. It's just that I would make sure that you at least have 4 or 5 bars of the wide range ability, simply because it spreads a lot more if you have that.
Yeah. Just I've gotten so used to fighting all the other monsters and going by with my speed and timing that I've completely forgotten about the flies, especially when I'm as dieseled up now as I used to be. But Behemoth is a whole other story.
Yeah, Behemoth is just some fuck shit, honestly.
Yeah. And yeah, I noticed from our round with him that they don't just stop his tornadoes; they stop him in his rage mode. Like
Yeah, which is which is an issue I have because the whole point is for you to try to get his attention. That way everybody else can try to get attacks on him, which makes the fight easier. So I'm not particularly understanding why someone would flash the enmity out of you.
I think there are some cases where I can understand why you would do that. Like, say he's wallowing your health down and you're barely alive, so like, okay, cut it out so that way you don't lose a teammate. So that part I get.
Yeah, but I mean, I just kind of hate it when it happens all the time. This is why I'm not particularly good with group quests and stuff.
Yeah, call me guilty on that too, because when he went after you several times, I flashed him to get him out of there, so neither of us would get pounded to death, because he's pounded me to death so many times that I'm just like, you know what, screw it, not worth it. But I definitely see why the gameplay reason for it. And the meteors, of course.
Double Joe is back. Fuck that. I ain't doing that shit.
Ain't doing what?
Time for Double Joe.
Oh. Yeah, I did him a couple times. I personally think I've gotten better with him, but, you know.
Yeah, he's not like... I mean, I use a gun lance with him, so it's not like the most horrible experience. I just don't have the patience to deal with Double Joe right now.
Yeah. I mean, regular is bad enough.
Yeah, regular is not bad, but then again, I do regular Double Joe with a bow, so if you hit him enough in his mouth, he knocks over like Anjanam, so it's not particularly too bad, but yeah, he still is a bitch when he wants to be. It's really irritating.
Yep. The one thing that really bugs me about the tornadoes is how they follow you around, and sometimes they're very inconsistent with whether or not they'll hit you or not. I mean, Kushala Diora's tornadoes are bad, but at the very least they don't follow you around.
No, but it's like that build-up that it's like you know it's gonna hit you eventually. You just have to know when to get out of it, which could be really risky if you don't know how to time it right.
Absolutely. Hell, I'm amazed we got as far as we did the first time. If only none of the comets had gotten destroyed.
Yeah, but I noticed that a lot of people stay close to them when he's still attacking, which makes him shatter. So I'm not really understanding why people do that. Yeah. You did that too, though.
Yeah, my bad. I try to be somewhere in the middle where I'm not too far away, but I'm not too close either.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, it's like musical chairs. You know, you always want to be close to the chair, but then you realize, you know, you always want to have the good timing. But I always try my best to like stay a little further away from them, because I'm like, if they shatter, then I'm fucked. Because
yeah,
you know. But,
and then
yeah, it's really like anxiety, you know, that it makes you realize that when the comments go down, you're like, oh my god, any minute, like this fool's just gonna try to do that supernova shit.
Yep.
You know? So I understand why people will get like all hectic, like, oh no shit, I have to get near a comic, like fuck that.
Yeah. Ugh. I do enjoy fighting him. It's just the cheapness of him from time to time is what kind of ruins it. Not helped by the whole one-shot death, unable to avoid kind of thing.
If I could do him solo, I think it would be a great time, but obviously the whole point of this monster is for you to take him on with other people. And I think that's what makes it even more annoying, because you're like, you never know what kind of people you're going to be in the group quest with, so
yeah, exactly.
It's always like that risk that, you know, everybody could easily die in the 5 minutes of the battle, or you can die by some shit. So
yeah, that's the biggest deal breaker about it. It robs players who don't particularly like going multiplayer, especially when they have to deal with randoms that don't know what they're doing. And even I'm guilty of that too. I've made my fair share of screw-ups.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's really easy to get killed by him, you know, so no matter how experienced you are, if you're like in an unlucky position or something, he's gonna wipe you out, you know. Sadly, it happens.
Yep. Goo. So yeah, besides this and yeah, I'm past C, so I guess I'm more or less halfway to 3/4 of the game done, and you just said that it's not as long as the first half.
No, it's not. You know, it's just a lot more tragic driven than anything else.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you, cool?
That whole chocobo music going off in the background as you chase him in giant size was just hilarious.
It really was. Definitely gave me Final Fantasy feels. It was good.
Yeah, it has that banjo going off in the background, and I'm just like, cute.
Yeah, that theme always comes on when you like ride chocobos and stuff. So awesome. Oh fuck you, Barrett. What the fuck you in my hunt for?
I hate it when he does that. I'd be hunting Diablos or whatever, and then there's Behemoth running into the fray.
Oh, I see. I never have that issue with Diablos. I mean, that's a good thing, because I would not fucking handle Behemoth in my Diablos quest. So, that I refuse.
The Anjanath, like, he got involved, and I was like, what are you doing here? And he wouldn't leave me
alone. I'm so glad that he was nowhere, like, near me, because I would have been so pissed, because I saw that he was in it. I'm like, I swear for God, if Anjanath comes out of this bitch, I'm going to be so upset.
Oh,
but luckily, he didn't show up.
Yeah, I'm hunting Kulu and into his cave, and there he is all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, that's nice. But then he started going after me and whacking me around, and I was just like, that's it. So I mounted him, hit him a couple times, and sent him on his way. So yeah, after Nier, I'm gonna put on another Twitter poll to see if everyone comes in, because I've gotten such a big backlog that, you know, it's like, what do I do next? You know what I mean? But I want to get to Bloodborne. I really want to do Metro 2033 Redux, and I loved the original version of Metro 23 on Xbox 360. That game was great, was superb. Basically, you know, based on the novel by Dmitry Glukhovsky, and think of it as, you know, Fallout 3 if it was much more of a survival horror-ish game instead of an RPG. Takes place in Russia, and mutants, communists, and Nazis. It's just like, it's a mad world.
Man, fuck you, Barry. That's what we're gonna smack you too. You saw how I beat up this Kuya. You really want this? I don't think you do.
Yeah, I mean, like, holy shit, she's ranked 370 plus. I'm out of here. I ain't screwing with that. You're double my rank, so of course.
Actually, I've forgotten what rank I was, because I haven't played this game in a few days. Oh, shit. I forgot how high ranked I was, but, like, it's whatever, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get to that point, you're like, whatever, doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it just makes some hunts a lot easier. But aside from that, it's like, okay.
Do any other special quests come up after the dragon one from before that you helped me with, or not really? Nope. Okay. So I noticed
that's the last one.
Okay, because I noticed the insignias changed on people's ranking as they reach the 100 mark every other time.
Yeah, no, it's signed up for like the last quest.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try going after Behemoth one more time. Hopefully I last longer.
Hopefully you get good people in your quest too.
Yep. Okay. Freaking tornadoes. They delayed Code Vein, right? When I saw that, I was like, oh, come on, again.
Still makes me salty. There you are, you chicken shit. God. Oh, shut the fuck up, don't you? Oh, I missed my green sword so much.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Fuck you and your boulder, how about that? You like that best. Fuck you up real good. That's right, bitch.
I'm having a laugh listening to that.
Kuliaku annoys the living soul out of me. He's like, he's
Yeah.
so easy to fight, but he's so damn annoying to fight at the same time.
Yeah, because he goes for that boulder and everything else.
Yeah, he just moves too much too, and it's just like really irritating. I'm like, can you please stand still for 2 minutes? Just give me 2 minutes and you'll be fucking dead. Trust me.
The damn meteors. Oh, one of my guys just died. It is And his line is, "I suck at everything possible."
That's so sad.
Oh. Nice to see his hunter has the standard no hunter's quitter attitude.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
It is. Yeah, even with all the stuff that is all said and done, Monster Hunter World still keeps calling me back. Whether it be the updates or the litany of monsters and armors and stuff to get.
Oh yeah, I can definitely relate. I mean, I have like 900 hours in this game, so.
Holy moly. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't invested this much time in a game in years. I don't even remember the last game I invested this many hours into, so this game's definitely my game of the year so far.
Oh, high-key agree that this game is definitely won it and is still winning it.
Oh yeah,
I can't emphasize it enough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Nier I'm gonna finish. Bloodborne and Metro I really want to get to next, and I got the Devil May Cry.
But you don't know which one you're gonna start streaming first.
I kind of want to go to Bloodborne first, but at the same time it's like a large backlog, and I'm like, do I put a poll? Because that's what I did, and everyone resoundingly went for more Nier, and so I decided, yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, Nier is a very interesting game, and a lot of people don't, make it past the first ending. So I guess it's just, nice to see someone that will stream the other story to it.
Yeah,
especially people who haven't played the game. So.
Oh, yeah, you got to. I mean, it's multiple perspectives for a greater story. That's kind of what. I mean, I'm usually more of the traditional beginning, middle, and end, but there's a charm to that game which gives it its replay value. So, I definitely don't mind. If there is one thing about the structure of the game I'm not the biggest fan of, it's the episodicness of how there's previews and credits. It's like, to me, it's just when I think hack and slash games, I don't think that. And there's some games that try that, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work. The Resident Evil Revelations games did that, and to me, it just took me out of them. Like, why would you do that? You're going back to the same rooms and areas anyway. Why would you even need to make it episodic? I mean, you're Resident Evil, not Walking Dead or Life is Strange. It's just, it's not a format that I think fits. But it's not terribly intrusive, so it's at the same time I can I can live with it. Hell, Metal Gear Solid 5 abused it to ad nauseum to the point that it pretty much spoils the mission. So it's like, thanks game, you spoiled who's gonna show up. So I lost. I'm probably gonna resume Behemoth another day and continue Nier tonight. And so yeah, both Path A and Path B, they're already up on YouTube, and C, already got the first part to C already uploaded. So if you ever wanna look them up, feel free to.
I have actually.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to do this. I've been wanting to do these, playthroughs and YouTube stuff for so long, and I'm glad I'm able to do it. And sharing the joy with you and friends and other people. I have a long way to go, of course. I mean, I'm only barely 30 subscribers, but hey, it comes with time, like everything else. I mean,
Hey, everybody starts from small, you know. The point
big.
is to be consistent with it and just gain more audience, you know. Everybody starts off the same way you did.
Yup.
So,
And of course, treat your audience well.
of course, you know.
Yeah, that's what ultimately, makes or breaks them. Not just providing content, but also trying to find a balance. There was, but at the same time, I'm me. I can't obviously play everything. Like there was one time where I was getting asked by randoms, do Dying Light, do Smite, do Fortnite, and I'd just be like, no, a million times. I'm not interested in those games. And so it's like, sometimes, so I'll say it once or twice, but then eventually it goes to a point where in the middle of my Doom playthrough, I started the stream by saying, let me lay the ground rules, and that's pretty much how it's been.
Oh yeah, I mean nobody can force you to stream something that they want. I mean there's a lot of channels on Twitch and YouTube that, you know, specialize in tweeting and, you know, streaming certain games, so it's not like they can't find someone that does those games.
Exactly.
But a lot of people can be very, you know, intrusive in that way that it just comes off as rude because you're like, okay then, I don't understand why you're trying to force something on me that I'm not doing. Or it's like, or if you don't like what I'm doing, I don't see why you're still here.
Yup. And eventually I start to get cross because they won't stop asking me about it.
Yeah, that's irksome. It's like, I want to be rude, but at the same time, it's like, you know, really back off, you know, because it's not cool for you to be telling me what to do or what to play, and it's just like, you know, it's my channel.
Yeah,
I can play and stream what you want, so.
And given the PS4 Pro's still anemic memory space, despite being, 800 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, a lot of these games take up so much room. When back in the day, you just had to load them and that was it. You didn't have to bother with installing them. And so,
yeah, or you just have to worry about memory cards. Like, oh, I have 10 memory cards for like one really game or some shit like that, so you didn't have to worry. But now it's like, you know, there's only so much space, and then, you know, when you have like too much data on your thing, like things just start working slow and stuff, so it's just like a lot.
Yeah, so I have to prioritize. I'm not just gonna wantonly play a game I'm not interested in that costs me memory when I can just do the games I want that maybe at the same time other people like, and delete files for games that don't have much replay value.
Yeah, people just have to understand, you know, it's like every streamer has the right to stream what they want.
Yeah.
And luckily there's a bunch of people that stream, so if you're looking to see a specific game being played, luckily you can, but, you know, a lot of people will still try to be like, oh, thinking that they can tell people what to do, and it's just so irritating.
Yeah, it's how it is. So, where folks are prepared to go out to eat, and they're gonna be done soon, so I'm gonna have to start skedaddling soon as well. But so anyway, thanks a lot for coming by, Judy. I didn't think you'd actually make it.
Yeah, I'm like, I had said I would, so, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to learn how to fight Behemoth well, so luckily, hopefully next time we do fight him, he'll be a lot easier to take down.
Yeah,
so.
and hopefully Brian will, be prepared, and he won't at the last minute tell me, I'm not confident yet. Like, come on. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like the last, same morning as the day. So, and you're not on Twitter as much as usual. So it's when you get to me, you get to me. So I tried to forewarn you earlier. What do you want to do? And by the time 5 o'clock hit, I just assumed you were heading over. So I just prepped anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just got home from doing some groceries. My mom was cooking and stuff, so I'm just like, oh, it's ready too. So I just got on, and I was like, no, I had said that I would, so.
Yeah. So Yeah, I hope that didn't take away from anything.
Oh no,
So
it didn't. Trust me, I was not doing anything before this, so.
yeah, and pardon me for the one time
Oh
I had
no, it's
to.
okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
just yeah,
okay. So I'm not used to it, you know. So it's just
yeah,
like it feels like, okay, like dude, stop. I'm like, but I'm not offended. Don't worry about it.
yeah, and oh yeah, and my sister had gotten a new desk, so I had to go help my dad with moving it out of here. So
That's no problem. I mean, my mom tends to do that to me too. She's like, okay, help me with something. I'm probably in the middle of playing something. I'm like, mom, I'm in the middle of a boss or something. So I
oh.
completely understand.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times where the folks would call me and I'm like, I can't. This game can't pause.
Yeah, I am like that too. Like if I'm playing like Bloodborne or some shit, I'm like, mom, if I could pause, I would love to, but I can't, unfortunately. So it's not like I don't want to help you. It's that I literally can't help you.
My mom texted me a cartoon once, one of those a web comic strip where it was like the parent was like, I need help, and the gamer character's like, Mom, I can't pause. and the comic would end with him coming back and seeing all his gaming stuff gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I relate. I understand the pain.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, there's no deadline to the Behemoth from what I could find, like Colve, so I think we should be good. So, same time
Yeah,
next.
that was gonna be a permanent thing, from what I heard.
Yeah, so next Saturday, same time, hopefully with Brian in the mix
Yeah.
and
Yeah, sounds good.
yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think that'll do it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day and week, and that everything is going swell for you. Yep. So,